Guys, Earthmaster here on the live stream with an update video here on a 6.0 earthquake striking around the Nicobar Islands, India region. That's a 6.0 earthquake, pretty strong quake. This was followed up by a few aftershocks, it looks like. We've been watching a swarm of activity move up here through Indonesia just within the last couple hours, kind of at an arrow type of view, working its way up here to the current location. If you look here, you can see a little swarm of quakes. Start off with, it looks like a 4.6, largest in the sequence so far, a 6.0. Followed up 1 minute later by a 5.8. So some significant movement taking place here in the, do I dare try to pronounce this? Andaman? Is that right? Andaman. That's pretty easy. You got the Gulf of Thailand over here. To the east, Port Blair up to the north. Check out some specifics of this earthquake real quick. Of course, wow, check it out. Very seismically active zone along this plate boundary here, no doubt about it. I don't believe there's going to be any type of tsunami statement with it. It's not a major quake, but it's definitely it's a pretty large one. Luckily, it was away from population density areas. It has been reviewed 10 kilometers below the surface, and no reports of it being felt, but still a pretty significant quake and a significant swarm of activity here. I wouldn't doubt it if we see something possibly bigger in this region. Very capable of seeing some larger scale movement than a 6.0. And looking at these magnitudes here, I would say that's very possible. So just a heads up, folks. Kind of last time we seen this type of movement here, with lack of activity off the coast of Japan and Taiwan, we've seen a major earthquake uptick in China. Remember those large quakes that kind of struck up here? Kind of worked its way up this plate boundary here, Java Sea, Indonesia area, up into the Andaman Sea. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So we'll have to watch this region up here around China, see if it makes its way up there as far as the pressure gradients of the plates in motion. Meanwhile, still kind of just watching the West Coast and Japan area, folks. Let's see here. I didn't see any type of tsunami statement with this. Just going to go ahead and check out the not the trimmer map. I wanted to see the tsunami warning center. There we go. Not going to show anything, it looks like. Buoys, I don't think there are going to be any in event mode. It's always good to check out. Looks like maybe one kicking off over here around that epicenter. So we'll see what we got. Just a little tiny one, and that could be from the surface wave itself. Kind of what we've seen during the 8.2 Alaska earthquake a few days ago. How it kind of showed up on the Atlantic and the Caribbean area on the buoys. It was pretty crazy. So I'm guessing that's kind of what we're seeing right now with this 6-pointer. All right, folks, once again, a 6.0 earthquake followed up by, well, there's just been a swarm, folks. Look at this. I mean, it's crazy. Swarm of pretty moderate to somewhat large quakes. What do we got? Southwest Bangkok, Thailand area. Port Blair, like I said, up here to the north. Be on guard. A lot of movement over the last just a few hours, folks, taking place along the Pacific plate now through the Indonesia, and that's working its way over here towards the Bay of Bengal region. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll chat to you a little bit later. Stay safe out there and be prepared.